All right, okay, part two. So again, I wanted to recap. When there's high IV rank, don't run and hide. This is your chance to make money. Okay, use this opportunity. Now, the hardest part of making money selling premium is to transition from low to high IV rank. So, from here to here, this is where you're gonna lose money because you always lose money when IV rank climbs and you have a position on because you need IV rank to drop, especially if you're doing a golden gecko. If you're directional, it's easier because as long as it goes your way, you're okay. Kind of like my PBR position. If you look over here, um, let me just zoom back out here. One, two. Look at my here. Look at my PBR position. Oh, whoops. Here we go. Close this. All right. So as you can see here, what I have, this is my good to cancel order if it went against me, but it didn't. So anyway, um, you see, I sold the 18 call, right? And I did it, I forgot. There's 16 days left in the trade, but I have like a pretty much a 90% chance of making money, 98% chance of this finishing out of the money. But, all right, so I'm making money, right? But look at the stock. I'll go here, PBR, real quick. And PBR, let me show you folks how to do something in Thinkorswim. Go to Thinkorswim, right? And go to where it says your monitor tab. Click where it says see its activity and position and its account statement. Over here, you can actually type in a stock symbol, put 30 days over here, and you can actually look back at your history for the last 30 days. So if you look, see PBR here. I sold a vertical in PB, this 18 vertical right here for 89-cent credit, and I did it on the September 10th, right? Since September 10th, let's look. I'll zoom in. September 10th is right here, down here, okay? Look, IV rank has been it's hard, it's still at 100%, okay? But because I went directional and I bet it'll stay below $18 and I'm so right, you know what I mean? I still made money, even though IV rank stayed high. Now the problem is that's the beauty. Now when I sold it on the 10th, IV rank was at the IV rank was at 100. Okay, so that's the beauty of selling when IV rank is already high. Okay, the hard part is when you're selling on the way when IV rank is on the way up, or if you have a position on and it rises. Okay, so that's why I showed you that example of how you manage your trades, like how I did with that 192 to 190 put when I moved it. All right, but so one thing I might do is, since I want to take advantage of this high IV rank tomorrow, I might sell just a call side. Remember, Karen, the super trader, she doesn't really do strangle. She just puts it on at different times. And let me show you why. I'll go to trade again. I'll type in SPY. Right here's the last. Oh shoot. When it's after hours like this, it gets screwed up. But yeah, here it is. Okay, look. Here's the SPY trade I may put on tomorrow. Look, what happens if I sell half a golden gecko? Meaning, what if I just sell the 201 call and buy the 213 call? Let's look at what happens. In fact, this will tell you what happens. See these numbers? Look, nothing will happen. If the market goes up to here, I'm going to have the obligation to sell. It'll tell you what to happen. But anyway, look, I have a 73% chances of making a profit. I'm going to collect $1.24, right? And my probability OTM is 70% right at this strike price right here, which means my break even, as long as the SPY winds up being less than 202.24 in 51 days, my profit will be max profit, right? Well, take a look. Now let's look at the chart for the SPY. And I'm going to go into something here for you chart people. Karen, basically, she doesn't really use technicals. All she does is use the Bollinger Band. She uses the Fibonacci, and that's pretty much it. And IV rank, right? But IV rank's not a technical. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and I'll teach you this real quick. So take a look at the last high that was here, right? And it dropped down to here. When did it turn around? Well, one thing you can do is you go to the top right here, okay? Right click, go to where it says add a drawing, Go down to where it says Fibonacci retracements, click that, and then just drag it down to wherever, like right here or wherever, down to the bottom, and then just let go. Now, you can see a lot of people, it'll show you where, like it's called the Fibonacci retracement, so you can kind of see, right? So this is 100%, here it dropped 40%. Last time it didn't, well, it touched the 50% line and it kind of curved back up, right? That's why when you watch all the news, people are talking about this 194 number. Why? Let me remove this drawing. Remove all drawings. Yeah. Now let's scroll over here. Okay. Let's see this high 209. Go to the high, right click, go to add a drawing, go to Fibonacci retracements and drag it down to here. Where is that 50% line? Right about here. See how the last one, it just touched it and came back up? Well, as you can see, look at our basic charts here. IV rank is flattening off, and we want it to drop down because we're selling premium, so we want volatility to collapse as we sell it. That's why you want your positions on now. If you haven't put on any positions now, go for it, because you want to pull it on where it's high. Okay, and earlier in part one, I talked about how to move positions when volatility is going against you and keeps on rising, how to adjust it to stay out of trouble. That was part one. Now that part two, I want to cover the market update and what you can do if you haven't done anything yet. Okay, take advantage of this high volatility. Yes, look at the unbalanced volume. It's all the way down here. And look, it's about to go red. Tomorrow, this probably will go red. And it should look like back here, right? Red, got red, and it did this. Okay, so the bears would love a stronger move down to this 50% line right here. And take a look where that is. That's at 192.87. Okay, notice where's my worst position on right now? My worst position right now is where? Watch this. I'll just clear all this. Here's my positions. I'll zoom in. My worst position is right here. The 190. I just moved it. I covered it in part one. Okay, so even if it drops down to 190 and then it bounces back up, even if it does this, comes all the way down to here, even if it touches this, even if it comes down to here, and then it turns around, the bears will be happy, volatility will start to collapse, and it rises. As long as it stays below whatever, along with the is above 190 and below 201, by this date, I'm still at full profit. Okay, so that's why it's really important to sell volatility in these high IV markets. So let me clear this real quick. And for those of you with IRAs like this account is, it's really important to keep that in mind. So tomorrow, let's look at the ES, /ES, because this is more like real time and they're open a lot. Let's see where we are. So again, I'll zoom in to, if I can get this to work. Yep, I'll zoom in here. If I can, if it lets me. Here we go. So this tick is the end of business today. This tick is after hours. It's flat. You know, it's green a little bit, but it's basically flat. See, look. See how IV rank just dropped? See how this turned red? It's already red on the ES. See? It broke 50, and it's on its way down. There you go. So the bears are looking for this to happen. If it does, great. IV ranks all the way up here. If it pops, it pops. Let me go. I have to change this to auto zoom. Okay, I'm back. So IV rank is as high, almost as high as it's been since when is that? August, end of July. Okay, so maybe it'll spike a little bit more, and I'm gonna put on. That's why I want to put on more positions tomorrow. Okay, now the best part, if you want to make the most money or collect the most amount of premium, sell puts. So sell against it. You're gonna sell against weakness. What does that mean? Well, look, the market's going down, right? You sell a put betting it'll go up. Where do you make the most money? Let's look. I'll show you a vertical. We'll go to short put vertical, and same thing here. Click this and take a look. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Okay, so look here. If you sold a put here, can I zoom? I'll move over. There we go. So here's a put 1 standard deviation away, collect 44 cents. Now look what happens. Okay. Well, let me do this again. Go to short put 45. Yeah, there we go. 1 standard deviation away. So we can move this strike up. But see, I already have a position here, right? So that's why I might put in a lot more golden geckos. But because I want to put a lot of occurrences on, you know what I mean? That's I might do the $5 wide strikes just because it preserves my capital. So I can do this, make 44 cents, 87% of making money. That's really good. I mean, I wouldn't test this until it gets start below. Like if this got to like below 70%, like maybe 70% out of the money, I'll start looking at adjusting it. But this is a definite position you could put on as well. Okay, but you could do anything, even the calls that I talked about earlier, go for it. I mean, go to vertical, go to short call, hit go. You could do a bunch of these. Okay, so here's the stock right here, right now. Like I said, you could move your strikes all the way down to where whatever you want. You could put multiple ones depending on the day. What Karen does is if it's a down day, she'll sell puts, right? Because you can collect money. Let's look. Here's what I mean. Let's go to 70% out of the money, okay? You can collect $1 on the call side. Let's go to 70% out of the money on the put side. Okay, so 70%. One more click, probably right here. You can collect 86 cents. Okay, so what was the other one? 86 cents over here. Where can we collect more? Call, go to 80%. Let's go to 80%. I mean 70%. See, you can collect more on the put side. So that's why you can on a down day you want to sell puts, on an up day you want to sell calls. So just depending on how aggressive you want to be, I think the reason why I'm going to sell calls, is because I have calls position here, right? The lowest one I have is 205. 205. Whoops, that was a mistake. I clicked close when I wanted to. So what I'll do is I'll go like this. I'll go to activity. It's open. I'm gonna cancel. Oh, where is it? I have to cancel that. So it won't because it's after hours. So I'll be okay. I'll go into Thinkorswim or something. I'll go to the monitor page. I'll go to activities and positions. See this PBR working orders. No, it won't go because I didn't have to go to the trade page for that. I'll just hit clear again and cancel that. Okay. Anyway, so this is the position I have. I can probably do another position closer to the money and still make good money. Okay, so I did want to cover that stuff with you. Any other questions, just let me know. But I think that's where the opportunity lies. My FXC is doing really is hanging. You know my straddle, that little straddle I have. Where is it? Today I'm only down 1% on the whole trade. As long as it stays around that middle there, I'll be okay. So let's look where FXC. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, I want it to stay kind of between the perfect scenario is it stays in between these two strikes while volatility drops, and I'll make a good money on that one. All right, thanks a lot. Hope this helped. Part 2. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think I did, but yeah, I think that's it. I want to make sure. So anyway, tomorrow morning I'm gonna have this open, and like I said, shoot me out a thing on the shop box. Let me know if you need help right down here, and I'll do what I can to see what I can do to help. All right, the shop box is down below. Just sign up and log in. It's free, and I'll be glad to help. Thank you very much.